In this module, we will try to first understand what is change. So, when we say what is something, first we start with the definitions. In all the previous chapters, we first discussed the definition. So, we will see what is organizational change or any type of change. So, this is a very comprehensive definition, and that has been most cited definition in the literature, and people have accepted who are working in the field of change. That it is a comprehensive, the first thing, it is collaborative, second thing, and it is the planned process. So, this is what I said that in this module, our focus would be on the planned process of change. So, process of solving problems through altering foundational assumptions. So, foundational assumptions in any organization, there are some assumptions. Those are foundation of that organization. That is how that organization works, or this is how people believe that what happens in this organization, or how things work in this organization, how the processes are done. So, those foundational assumptions, so altering those foundational assumptions. So we are referring to changing or altering and beliefs of individuals. Now this is very critical. When we talk about the beliefs of individuals, beliefs are sometimes illogical and they have no rationale. But for beliefs, people don't need any logic or rationale. They believe this is how things work. They believe that this is what should be done, or this is they believe is right, morally, ethically, and legally. So when we talk about the individual beliefs, that how one should perform, how one should work, these beliefs are very hard to change. Now you are trying to alter the changes in the belief. You can imagine how hard it could be. So, in order to improve work content, structures, and relationships in the organizations. So, this is a very comprehensive definition which talk about what should be changed, beliefs and processes, and it should be a plan and it should be deliberate. Deliberate means you understand that from where you want to go where. So, there is disagreement over whether the change is something that is done to or happens to an organization. So change happens to organizations or it is done to the organizations. We are more concerned in this module about what is done to the organization. However, we will briefly also cover what happens to the organizations. So the rational planning perspective on change suggests that change is a process that can be actively managed. That is a rational planning perspective. Rational, we refers to something logical. So the logic suggests that, or the rational planning perspective, according to that perspective, change can be managed. You can think about that, whether change can be managed or cannot managed. For some people, it is very hard or it is hardly possible to manage. So, within this perspective, the role of change agent becomes important. So, the change agent is the person who wishes or who aims to bring some change in the organization. Whatsoever it is, or what kind of change, we will talk about that. However, just have an example of Nokia. If you people remember, 15 years ago or 20 years ago, Nokia was market leader. And now it has almost disappeared, or their survival is at stake. Nokia has made many tried and they tried to come back. The phones which were more reliable, the phones which were more durable, now you don't see in the people's hand. And there was a time when everybody had Nokia products in their hands. Now what happened? What happened to the Nokia? People talk about that and people believe that it is the reason that the organization didn't respond to the external and environmental and internal environmental changes. The organization didn't respond. When people asked to the CEO of the Nokia, and he was crying, he said that I didn't do anything wrong. In fact, he didn't do anything when he was supposed to do something. What was that thing? When other competitors, other organizations, customer needs and demands, everything was changing. At that time, Nokia had to change. So you can imagine that within the rational perspective, was it possible for Nokia to change? Or change happened to Nokia? Or they couldn't manage it? Thank you.